Alright, welcome to part 61 of my Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas. We are in the depths of Vault 22, heading to the third floor down, the common areas for the workers, I suppose. We ran into some plant creatures, spore carriers they're called. I have to assume that they are the bodies of the dead workers that have been infected by some kind of fungus. The Last of Us cordyceps, I don't know. But yeah, bad stuff going on here, and no trace of Keely so far. She at least made it down to the second level. We left alone the door to the caves. We're not going to open that door yet. Maybe later, but yeah, let's continue exploring Vault 22 before we head into those caves where lots of bad stuff probably happened. There was the first bit that I remember seeing now about snow globes there in that little tooltip. So, yeah, I definitely need to watch out for snow globes for Mr. House. Alright, the door to the elevator is there. Looks like there's something down below those. The stairs here are obstructed, so we might have to use the elevator to make it lower. We've got a few doors, food production. Alright, this was the common area for the... Are those gunshots? Maybe I should figure out what those gunshots are. Boone? Boone! There you are. Jeez. Scared me, buddy. Alright, we are in the Overseer's office. There's some plant life growing there. Unlock crew quarters, unlock data backup is where I need to go. Unlock cavern access. Override engaged at door site. Okay. So yeah, that's where we saw before, up a level. Surgical tubing? That might be useful in making something. Okay, the sound engineer for this part of the game gets a medal. Because this is pretty creepy. Doors there. Some lockers over here. I don't even have my sound that loud and it's still creeping me out. What was that? Cave fungus. Worth 50. First aid box, yes. Vodka, wine, scotch. Alright, so that was the bar, or the lounge. There's a door in there to the pool lounge. This place looks clear. What's in the vending machine? Sunset sarsaparilla, okay. Activate terminal. Guess what trivia game? Alright, so here are more Keely's entries. This is where most of the people were when they died. Some of them succumbed to some kind of airborne infection. Test the air for contaminants. Okay, so she's the one who made the UV lamps. Spores. So this is Keely's work. It's a really interesting lighting effect. I don't know, maybe it's just purple light, maybe I'm dumb. Just looks cool when you're looking at it like that. Alright. This was a restaurant of some kind? Take the purified water. Heading further down. Okay, I see movement right now.
Can't run from me. Eat this.
Good job, Boone. Still hear that noise. I don't even know where that body went. I didn't vaporize him. Just killed him. Alright, here's another door. There's one.
Me.
There's one. Like Boone got that one. There's one right there. Okay, I don't see any more. Alright, so we have some new doors to explore down here. It'd make me feel better if I could see the body of... There he is. Of the first one I killed. Yeah, alright. Utility. Here's a terminal. Strange noises. Problem. Noises and vents. Send a team to inspect. Source of problem not detected. Gas leak. Coughing fits. Seems to make sense for spores. Minor discrepancies in the mass of the air being pumped through the vault. Strange residue. Alright, that makes sense. Flamer fuel. Yeah, I'll take that. More scrap metal. Alright, so we at least know what the noise is. Now it's not nearly as scary. Knowing is half the battle. What happens if I get too close to that? Will that hurt me? Ooh. Maybe it's worth it. I mean, my character isn't that strong, but to fight plants with a flamethrower, it's kind of hard to resist. Let's do it. Here we go. Weapons. Flamer. Got lots of fuel for this thing. There's a toolbox under the spot. Conductor. Scrap electronics. Gonna have to give some of this stuff to Boone soon. Clinic. I have a feeling that there could be some in the clinic. There are plants over here. They seem to like to hide in the plants. Tweezers? Alright, lots of medical files to go through. Case 162. Harrison Peters. We know that Dr. Peters died. Severe case of pneumonia, that makes sense. Alright. Let's just skip to well, I'll just read them in order, chronological order. 164, group. Lots of names. This entire group showed up. Same symptoms, just like Dr. Peters. And other groups with chills, a fever, and a terrible racking cough. Dr. Peters is dead. Lungs were filled with some sort of fungal infection. Alright, so Dr. Peters was sealed inside something. Somewhere. Don't know if the security guard took care of it, but he could still be locked in somewhere. So I'd better be careful what I choose to open. That's for sure. Alright. That's the clinic. We're moving further through the common areas now. Alright, this is the crew quarters. We have doors to the left and the right. I have no reason to believe... It's spitting acid at me. That is a plant. Boone shot and killed the plant. Alright. Kind of taking the wind out of my sails there, but I appreciate the help. Oh, it's not dead. Is it dead now? That was fun. Alright, cannot go further in, so... That one was spitting at us. That's interesting. Oops, sorry, Boone. Oh, come on. Alright, we're checking out the rest of the crew quarters. They could be anywhere. They mostly come for Vault 22. Mostly. Alright, that's a cool shot. That one didn't die. And he is super mad. Kill abominations. Alright, I'm getting tons of experience from using the flamer. I guess I cripple all of the limbs at once. Vault 22 cave door keycard. That will come in handy. Scrap metal. Purified water. Take teddy bear. Vault 22 jumpsuit. Melee weapons and speech. There's a runt. That must have been a child. Man, I thought the place was clear too. That one was just hiding. Alright, Boone, I need your help.
Fine by me.
Once again, I must ask too much of you. Please carry my crap. Alright, no plants in this room. Awesome. Yeah, why not? I'll take the jumpsuit. Why do they... Vacuum cleaner? Did I just seriously pick up a vacuum cleaner? There are plants in here. I don't see any mutants. Boy, that's spooky. See nothing at all in this room. Hockey mask. Okay. Heading back upstairs. Killed that one already. Doors to the left and the right. This is insanely satisfying. Kinda disgusting, honestly, but still a lot of fun to do whenever I'm gonna kill mutants. Pre-war spring outfit. Probably don't need to keep picking up these jumpsuits. How did I fill up on stuff already? Boone, I gotta get you to carry more crap. Here, carry the cartons of cigarettes. There you go. Lots of cigarettes. I don't need those jumpsuits. Pre-war book. It's not gonna do them any good now. There are mushrooms growing on this bed. It's the first bed I've seen that's actually growing mushrooms. Alright, that seems to do it for the crew quarters. Still no sign of Keeley. So yeah, I think the crew quarters have been thoroughly examined. No, they have not. I have not checked out the restrooms. Someone left something really special in that one. Water fountain. Alright, there are plants growing there. I have a feeling that there might be one locked in the stall door. How about here? Alright. Check out the runt. There's no toilet in that one. Seems like an odd design choice. Or an oversight. Alright, now the crew quarters are clear. Need to hit the elevator now. Maybe the crew quarters aren't clear. Food production's where we came from. Stairs down are blocked off. So yeah, we have to use the elevator to hit the bottom floor. And I think that will have to wait for our next episode. So, on the next episode, the 4th floor is missing. Can only go to the 5th level, pest control. No, we're on the 4th level. The 4th level is the crew quarters, the 5th level down is pest control. Or I guess it's the 4th level down is the 5th level. Because the 1st level is the ground floor. So yeah, we'll be checking out pest control, and if we don't find what we're looking for there, I suppose we'll be entering the caves. So, thanks for watching this episode of Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. Be sure to tune in next time.